Today's video is brought to you by Card Kingdom. There's a lad, Starve Extinction. Combo? Our combo beats your combo? 20 damage! Brash Taunter refuses to go extinct. Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another edition of Much Abrew About Nothing. And this week, we're heading to Historic to play Brash Taunter. Brash Taunter, definitely one of the sweetest cards from Core Set 2021. The thing is, in Standard, you gotta do a lot of work to actually kill someone with Brash Taunter. However, in Historic, we have a 2-card combo that can do it all by itself, Brash Taunter with Starve Extinction, and that's our plan for today. Basically, mono-red, Brash Taunter, Starve Extinction combo / ramp to actually get up to Starve Extinction. So let's talk about the deck, jump right into the sub-games, starting with Brash Taunter itself. So Brash Taunter, it's basically our new red stuffy now. Whenever it's dealt damage, it deals that much damage to target opponent. So our deck wants to not only play Brash Taunter and block with it and maybe fight some big stuff with it to deal damage, but we got some ways to deal tons of damage to our Brash Taunter, with the best being Starve Extinction. So Starve Extinction, 7 mana, blow up a land, 20 damage to each creature and Planeswalker. As you probably know about Magic, people start at 20 life. So if we can play Brash Taunter, resolve Starve Extinction with Brash Taunter on the battlefield, we 20 Brash Taunter, which basically redirects that 20 damage to our opponent's face, wins a game on the spot. The Historic Splinter Twin, essentially, with a 7 mana sorcery and a 5 mana 1/1. But still, Historic Splinter Twin. Otherwise, because our cards are so expensive, we gotta ramp into them. That is the most important part of this deck. We can't just play Brash Taunter on turn 5, Starve Extinction on turn 7. We want to speed this process up, so Mindstone, Wily Goblin start us ramping on turn 2. We also have Treasure Map, which is kind of slow ramp. It's also our long game card advantage. Once we flip it around, get 3 treasures, we can sack those for cards, or it's kind of like a weird ritual. Eventually, those 3 treasures can be sacked for mana, which can also ramp us into our Starve Extinctions and so forth. Then we have our 4 mana ramp. So the curve of our deck ramp-wise, we want to go ramp on turn 2 into 4 mana ramp, either Solemn Simulacrum to get a land out of our deck, chump block, draw us a card, or Pirate's Pillage, which lets us discard a card to draw 2 cards. So filters through our deck to find our combo pieces, and makes a couple of treasures, which again can make mana, or we can even cash them in with Treasure Map if we need to. Finally, we also have an additional payoff in Ugin the Spirit Dragon. Since we're ramping so much, we can technically get down Ugin, I don't know, pretty quickly in this deck, like turn 5 range, and Ugin is a really powerful card. So rather than being solely dependent on Brash Taunter or Starve Extinction, we also have Ugin as a backup plan, and then Storm Wrath just keeps us alive in the early game against creature decks, and it's another way to deal damage to our Brash Taunter, redirect it to our opponent's face. Obviously, not as good as Starve Extinction since it's only 4 damage, but still, every little bit adds up. As far as the sideboard, a bunch more removal for aggro. Ratchet Bomb is like a weird sweeper that also lets us get rid of artifacts and enchantments, which can be a problem for a mono red deck. Chandra, really good against control, can't be countered, comes down, ticks up, birds our opponent out, Spyglass for Planeswalkers, Grafdigger's Cage for graveyard decks, and that is mono red Taunter Extinction for Historic. That's our budget brew deck for this week, so let's get to some games, see if we can taunt some Historic fools with our Splinter Twin quote-unquote combo. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoy the games, and I'll be back in a bit with a wrap-up. Need some new Core Set 2021 cards? You can get them from our sponsor, Card Kingdom. Card Kingdom has Core Set 2021 up for sale now. Check them out over at cardkingdom.com. All right, much brew about nothing time, or maybe, I don't know, maybe against odds time. We're playing mono red Brash Taunter ramp in Historic. So yeah, I mean, kind of, well, yeah, this ain't, so let's see, 3 mana, 4 mana, 5 mana, 6 mana. We'll keep this. I mean, while Brash Taunter is our namesake card, Ugin's also pretty good, and we can potentially ramp into it pretty quickly. Oh, land go. Storm's Wrath should be good if our opponent's playing Gruul, which is a pretty popular deck for our opponent. And Burning Tree Emissary, sure, and Llanowar Elves. Yeah. Oh, play a land, Mindstone, go. Rootbound Crag. Questing Beast. Well, the Storm's Wrath is going to be sweet. We take 6. However, the good news is we need to play Blast Zone. Wrath away your board. That buys us some time to get where we're trying to go. Opponent. Gruul Spellbreaker, sure. Getting hasty, hitting us. Oh, play Arch Varaska. Pirate's Pillage. Actually, why are we leaving up Blast Zone? 1, 2, 3, 4. Pirate's Pillage. Discard Wily Goblin. Draw a couple cards. And pass the turn. Well, this gets us to something next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We actually can choose Ugin or Star of Extinction. It'll depend on what our opponent does. If they don't have another threat... Alright, Scavenging Ooze. Gets in. We probably want to hold on to Star of Extinction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I mean... yeah, I think we hold on to Star. Play Ugin. Exile everything. Star of Extinction keeps Brash Taunter combo alive if we draw it for the actual win. I think we're mostly scared of Questing Beast. That's how we could lose this game. If our opponent Questing Beast and we don't draw land... Alright, Bone Crusher's our face, down to 6. Still scared of Questing Beast. Opponent. I mean, I guess I could also burn us out. That would be the other way this could go poorly. Zertar Goblin. Interesting. Oh, Domri's Ambush. Okay, okay. Well, we will... Storm's Wrath. Treasure Map. So our opponent actually drew the cards that let them kill Ugin. Llanowar Elves. And Bone Crusher. Alright, let's see what we draw. There's a mountain. Well, in that case, Star of Extinction. This also means our opponent doesn't have the mana for a Questing Beast, should they draw it. Unfortunately, we haven't found Tawny Taunterson yet. Alright, just a land for our opponent. Well, we will start Treasure Map scrying. Scry with Treasure Map. Mindstone bottom. Well, play Wily Goblin. Make a treasure. Play Treasure Map. Pass the turn. Opponent. Passing. Well, Treasure Map scry. Mountain definitely bottom. Untap. Treasure Map scry. Mountain bottom. Treasure Map scry. You know what? We'll keep the mountain now. Sure. Magic Gods really wants to take a mountain, so we'll take it. Go to our main phase. Wily Goblin. Get a treasure. Play the mountain past the turn. That's what we got. I guess we get in and hit you for 1. Alright, opponent. What do you got? What do you got? Okay, Pal Collector's okay. That's not a Questing Beast. They might have Ambush in hand. That would make sense. Well, let's cash in Mind Stone. Draw a card. Into a Mind Stone. Untap. Treasure Map. Flip. Okay, that's Ugin. We will keep Ugin. That's a good one. We will draw Ugin. Main phase. Ugin. Kill Pal Collector. We have not found a Brash Taunter, but our deck is doing what we're hoping it'll do. Get in with Wily Goblin. Hit ya. Pass the turn. We want 1 back because our opponent has a lot of hasty threats. Mountain for our opponent. Passing. Well, flip Treasure Map. And opponent, done, double done. Well, no Brash Taunter. However, that did go pretty well. We were able to just kill. And apparently just killing everything. Good against Gruul deck. All right, so what are we going down against Gruul? Yeah, it was weird. We didn't draw a Brash Taunter or Solemn. So I think we can, like, trim a Treasure Map, trim a Pirate's Pillage, trim a Solemn, bring in the Soul Seers. Could also use Flame Sweeps or even Shocks. Like, any removal seems good against this deck. The question is, how much can we cut without just flooding on removal? All right, I love Treasure Map, but we'll go down 1 more Treasure Map and bring in a Flame Sweep. Try it like that. I mean, the way that game played out is exactly how we're hoping this matchup will play out. Just, like, kill our opponent's stuff, buy time. The only downside is we never found the Brash Taunter to combo with, but Brash Taunter on its own actually seems really good against our opponent's deck. If we can ramp into it. Well, okay, we'll keep this. We got the Souls here. We don't have a Sweeper, which is a little sketchy. Pelt Collector for our opponent. Well, Mountain go. Hopefully we draw some lands. Opponent. Pelt Collector part 2. Ooh, 1 lander? Wow, Sweeper would be so good. Mind Stone go. Come on, land! Come on, land! Not for you, opponent, for us. Opponent hits us. Land. Ooh, it's a mountain. All right, play the mountain. Discard Ugin. Okay, there's a land. We're getting there. Oh, we're actually... We're actually not that far away from just playing Ugin and winning this game. All right, opponent hits a land, which is what they wanted. There's Burning Tree. Triggers, grows the Pellet Collectors. Are we going to be fast enough? Opponent fouls it up with a Gallia. What a start, and we don't have a sweeper. Opponent hits us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh! Draws some cards, hits us to 11. Ooh. I don't even know if that's enough. How can we do this? I think we have to Pirate's Pillage, discarding Solemn. Oh, past the turn. I don't know if we stay alive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, and they found another land. Are we dead? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If they have a hasty threat, we're definitely dead. That's a hasty threat. And, yeah, all right. Well, that's a tiny bit on the unfortunate side. One turn too slow, one turn too slow. Ugh. All right, let's bring in another sweeper. And we have like a million sweepers in the deck. We just couldn't hit one. All right. I mean, I feel like this should be a spectacular matchup for us if things just go smoothly. Well, okay, we'll keep this. This hand is not the nut draw, but we do have Brash, Taunter, Star of Extinction if we can get to it. That's going to be the big question. Thankfully, Brash Taunter itself can potentially buy us some time. Land go. We mostly just want ramp. If we can get to Star of Extinction, that should do it. Pirate's Pillage is good. Land in Mind Stone. Pass the turret. So we can oh boy, we might actually just get the combo kill. Opponent plays a Forest and please not a whole bunch of Burning Tree Emissaries. Burning Tree Emissary. Oh my god. Wow. Alright, so opponent's dreams being lived. We draw Star of Extinction. Well, we'll play a land. Pirate's Pillage. Discard Treasure Map. Pass the turn. Wow, that is unfortunate that that's exactly what our opponent had. Opponent. Another land. Do your thing, opponent. Do your thing. They can even Embercleave if they have it. Oh, boy. I think maybe our opponent mulliganed, intentionally trying to find 2 Burning Trees, which, wow. Wow. All right, well, what do you got? Do your worst. Gruul Spellbreaker. So we're taking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 down to 9. Opponent chooses not to use Gallia. Well, if there's good news, it's that we get to 1, 2, 3, 4. We will play a land. Oh. We got a sweep. The question is, do we use Star of Extinction? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'd have to sack both of our treasures. But it would put our opponent down a land, which would be helpful. So we don't just get spell broken again. You know what? I think it's fine. Let's just Storm's Wrath. I think we're just playing towards... We're playing towards Brash Taunter. We want a Brash Taunter next turn. Oh my god, it's Questing Beast. Alright, well, that makes things worse. Opponent goes to combat, gets in, hits us. Opponent top deck the land too. Oh my goodness. Well, we draw a mountain. We'll play a mountain. Star of Extinction. Blow up your land. If we lose this, I'm going to be so frustrated. Opponent. What do you got? Bone crushes our face down to 3 passes. Well, we will play Brash Taunter. Play a mountain and Wily Goblin. Alright, kill us, opponent. If you can kill us, then that's Gabe. We're at 3. You got a Lightning Bolt us. Cinder Vines. Passes. Okay, so we play the land. We play... I think this works through the Cinder Vines. We play Star of Extinction. Target Stomping Grounds. We go to 2. But then our opponent's going to try to kill something, and then we sack to fizzle it. So opponent goes after a Mind Stone. We will cash in the treasure. Sack Mind Stone, draw a card. Star of Extinction, Brash Taunter, and 20U? Brash Taunter did it! It did it! It did its job! Wow, that Cinder Vines made it close. Well, we overcame a ton of hasty threats and won with the combo! Our opponent even had what is essentially like their dream start. Yeah, they mulligan, but their turn 2 was Burning Tree, Gallia, and we still won, and we still got him with Brash Taunter. Oh, that was beautiful. Beautiful. Well, all right, sweet. much brew about nothing time. We are playing some mono red Taunter, mono red ramp in Historic. Taunter combo ramp, I don't even know. Something along those lines. Trying to get people to Brash Taunter, essentially. We'll keep this. I mean, we got treasure map to find lands. If we get lands, we get to Solemn. And, alright, opponent mulligan scooped. Well, run it back. Without knowing what our opponent's doing, I guess we just play our main deck again. So, if you're ever in that scenario where you know you're going to concede, it's probably better to do nothing and at least see your opponent's, like, first land drop or something. So you get some amount of information. Alright, this is a lot like the last hand. We will keep, see what our opponent's doing. Oh, is it Nexus? Yeah. Nexus is... Oh, not Nexus. Charming Prince, some sort of blink deck. Okay. Alright. We can deal with this. Opponent gonna go scrying to the top. Well, land and treasure map. Go. Island for our opponent. And birth. Yeah, they probably have some big planeswalkers. I guess the big question is going to be, what counters does our opponent have? We got Chandra's in the sideboard. Wouldn't mind hitting any 2-mana play here, basically. Wily Goblin counts. We'll keep Wily Goblin. It is a 2-mana play. Play a land. Wily Goblin. Pass the turn. Tap land for our opponent. Omen Speaker. Alright, so opponent is all about the blinking. 1 to the top. Gets and hits us. Sure. Down to 16. Well, scry with... Oh, actually, I think... Let's not scry. Play a land. Play Solemn. Get a land. We probably are going to sack our treasure to scry, though, because we do want to flip this treasure map. And that will get us 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that'll get us to Starve Extinction next turn if we need it. Although we don't have the Taunter. Opponent plays it to Fairy. Aw, gonna bounce our treasure map. Alright, treasure map bounced. So that does slow us down for a minute. Opponent gets in. Yeah, sure. We will draw a card. Ooh, there's Tawny Taunters in. Well, Go to our main phase, play a land. Ooh. Huh. Oh, Taunter would be sweet. There is a Teferi. You know what, let's just play Taunter, that's fine. Play Taunter, pass the turn. And I mean, if our opponent taps out, we just got the combo kill. And it is indestructible, so not gonna get Wrath. It does get Teferi bounce, which is obnoxious, but it also gets Elspeth Conqueror's Death. Sure. Don't play as a land. Tags up Teferi. Gets in for 1. Play Mindstone. Treasure map. Pass the turn. Don't takes up. I mean, our big stuff is coming soon. Oh boy, Teferi. Okay.
I'm known for my Here goes nothing.
Well, I don't know how this is gonna go. With 2 fairies. Gonna tuck treasure map, but we might as well scry. Yeah, we'll keep Blast Zone. So we're gonna have 8, 9, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. Opponent gets in. We untap. We draw Blast Zone. 7, 8, 9. Well, I think we just... Storm's Wrath? Opponent does get to get back a Planeswalker, unfortunately. But we have a million Starve Extinction, so we're just going to start firing them off and hope for the best. We could also play Ugin, too. Opponent. Wow. All about attacking the mana. Alright, sure. Opponent passes. Well, play a Mountain. Starve Extinction. Okay, so opponent does have a counter. Well, if our opponent has a ton of counters, they have a chance. Because this Teferi is going to keep drawing them cards. We'll see. We'll see how many counters they have. They're playing a lot of creatures. Opponent scries. To the bottom. Draws with Teferi.
Hurry.
Yup. Plays Yarion. They better not have another counter. If they have another counter, I'm going to be very upset. Opponent blinks. How many counters can you possibly play in a Yarion Blink deck that has all these creatures in it? The answer should be not that many. Opponent untaps some lands. Gets back to Fairy while we untap. Starve Extinction. This time it works. Out of here, dorks. Treasure map. Ugin still left in hand. Alright, opponent. What do you got? Land. Scry. Top. Dream Trawler. Well, I think we can scry with treasure map. Yeah, we'll keep it. That's fine. Draw treasure map. Main phase. Ugin. -6. Get rid of Dream Trawler. Pass the turn. Okay, just a Charming Prince. That's fine. Opponent scries. They need to find an answer for Ugin, mostly. Ooh, 2 to the top. That's probably not good for us. Although what is good is, all right, Thassa to start blinking. What is good for us is we're going to be able to start flipping treasure map shortly. Opponent gets back Charming Prince, gains life. Well, we will treasure map, scry. We'll keep Taunter. Draw Taunter. Ugin. Take down Charming Prince. Taunter. Treasure map. Go. All right. I mean, we are close. What do you got, opponent? It's a very Time Raveler. Uh-huh. What are we bouncing? Wow, they're really all about not letting us flip a treasure map, which I guess makes sense. Baron. Oh, please bounce Ugin. Gonna bounce Taunter, okay. Opponent gets to blink Baron. I mean, they can't bounce Ugin or they get super wrecked. I'm gonna pick up Teferi. Well, we'll treasure map scry. Wily Goblin to the bottom. Draw. More treasure maps. Main phase. Well, Ugin. Take down Baron. Treasure map. Treasure map. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a land. Ugin's been doing work here. This is kind of a bad matchup for Taunter. Opponent just has so much bounce. I'm going to bounce a treasure map again. Well, we'll scry. Opponent is not making it easy to flip a treasure map, that's for sure. Mountain to the bottom.
No, I am not making this.
Opponent draws a card. Finds a Yarion. Well, we will treasure map scry. Mindstone bottom. We'd like to just find another Ugin. Treasure map scry. Pirates pillage bottom. We might just... we'll see. We might just cash in our Ugin here. We untap. Treasure map scry. Yeah, it doesn't actually kill everything. To the bottom. Treasure map scry. Do we even want Solemn? To the bottom. Draw a card. It's a Solemn. Well, go to our main phase. Ugin. -5. Play Solemn. Get a land. Are we just going to outgrind a Teferi deck? That would be pretty impressive. Treasure map. I mean, we're getting close to actually flipping a treasure map, and that's when we start to draw cards, and we will find our stuff eventually. Oh! Our opponent did not even have a bad draw. I mean, they scoop game 1 on the mulligan. Can we go back to the game? Our opponent did not even hit a bad draw, though. If you look at what they played creatures, they played Dream Trawler, they played 2 Teferis, they countered our thing, they Yari on multiple times, they got Baron value, and didn't matter. Didn't matter. Well, that is a tough matchup for the Brash Taunter combo, but a win's a win. We will take it. Sweet. All right. Against the odds time. Wait. Actually, it's not really against odds. It's much Abrew, but it feels like against odds because we are playing mono red Brash Taunter. Although maybe it's not against odds because we also have Ugin. I don't know. We are taunting fools in Historic this week. About it. Saltize something. Well, let's just Mind Stone. Oh. All right. Yeah, I don't know how this goes. I'm assuming our opponent has many a counter spell in their deck. Play a land, Solemn. Ooh, resolves. Okay, that's good. Maybe they don't have many a counter spell. We'll grab a Mountain. I mean, if they don't have counters and we just ramp into Ugin, that should be good. Slitherwisp. Maybe they have counters, but they want to get down Slitherwisp. Untap land, opponent passes. Well, we will play Wily Goblin. Make a treasure. Mountain, Wily Goblin. Make a treasure. Oh, pass the turn. The Slitherwisp is definitely a problem. Slitherwisp is really strong in a flash deck. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. That's not a flash creature. We're mostly fine with that. These Pirates Pillages are a little painful against a deck that presumably has a bunch of counters. Opponent. Getting in with the flyer. Sure. Passes. Oh, go to combat. Get in with Solemn. Hit our opponent. Oh, we gotta go for it. Pirates Pillage. Discard Pirates Pillage. If you got a counter, you got to take the 2 for 1. They're so oh, all right. It's just such a tempting target for a counter spell. Maybe our opponent just really doesn't have a counter. Okay, another Nightbonder. Gonna draw a card. We're giving them lots of time to draw into a counter. Oh, boy. All right, another one draws a card. Yeah, our opponent's like comboing off now. Oh my god, oh my god. Nightpack Ambusher draws a card. Holy! Oh! Okay, so that was really bad. That was really, really bad. Well, now we lose to like a single counter. Opponent goes attacking, goes attacking, goes attacking, goes attacking, goes attacking. Does not go attacking. Well, this is what we got. We block, and we pray really hard that our opponent does not have a counter. Yeah, makes a wolf. Well, Star of Extinction, do you actually have the counter? They do. Oh! Alright. Well, that was a bit tough. Not sure how good this matchup is. Well, we will bring in cheap removal in Chandra's. We will go down, unfortunately, Pirate's Pillage, because we cannot afford to get that countered. We will go down a treasure map. We'll go down an Ugin, probably a Brash Taunter, which also gets countered. Maybe a Solemn and a Star of Extinction. Yeah, let's try it like that. Yeah, this feels like a tough matchup. Chandra is our potential way out, although Nightpack Ambusher does get around it. The good news is we do get a bunch more instant speed removal now, which is helpful. Well, all right, we'll see what happens. Our deck is very tap-out control, I guess you would say, if you want to call it a control deck, which tap-out control definitely way harder against a flash deck than a more instant speed control deck. Someone plays a tap land. Well, play a land, Mindstone. Ship the turn. Untap land for our opponent passes. Well, Mountain. Go. Yeah, let's just kill it. Not a ton of value, but value. Opponent passes. Land and Brash Taunter. Ooh, well, alright. They can definitely have Brazen Borrower, but it sticks for now. Alright, another Cutthroat. Sure. And a Spectral Sailor. They must have a way to bounce this. If they don't, though, we just get to start killing stuff, which would be insane. Opponent casts a Lockwane. Gets in, hits us. Yeah, down to 19. We actually untap with it? Well, play a land. Pass the turn. No. No attacks. Yeah, pass the turn. Opponent draws a card. Well, in that case, we will kill Spectral Sailor. Hit our opponent. And then we will sear away Brineborn Cutthroat. Alright. Opponent down to 17. Untap land. Down to 15. Passes. Alright, well, we will pass the turn. Nightpack Ambusher. Well, we will... Oh, I want to fight it. But then we can get Spell Pierced. I think we just have to kill it. Kill the Ambusher. Yeah, going much better now that we have instant speed removal. Whoa! Taunter! Opponent just can't beat it. They can't beat the Taunter. Well, that was one of the fairest Taunter performances I've ever seen. It just sat out there and like our opponent couldn't do anything. That went pretty well. Boy, do we want to change anything? I think we keep it the same. Instant speed removal, Tony Taunterson, Chandra at the top end. Hope for the best. It worked that game. It's pretty funny to see Taunter played fairly and actually work. All right, opponent's on the play, which not ideal. All right, we'll keep this. Tap land for our opponent. Well, land go. Shock is good. We have 2 instant speed removal spells and a sweeper if we can resolve it. Opponent, Woodland Cemetery, and passes. Well, mountain and... let's Mind Stone. Alright. A flash creature, part 1. Well, we got removal for that, so that's fine. Untap land. Opponent, combat hits us. Down to 17. Well, mountain and treasure map. This would be nice if it resolved. Alright, pass the turn. So this lets us scry for lands, which is super helpful. We want to kill Slitherwisp if they have it. Alright, there's Slitherwisp. So that resolves, but then we shock it. Untap land, opponent. Gonna get in, hit us. Sure. Down to 14. Well, scry for land, keep it. Draw the land. Play the mountain, pass the turn. So we can Soul Sear an Ambusher if they have it. We can also Soul Sear a Slither-Wisp. Alright, what do you got, opponent? Combat. They are getting in some damage with this Blacklands Paragon. Down to 11. Well, scry with treasure map. Looking for removal mostly? Yeah, let's go land bottom. Treasure map. Flip it. Ooh, okay. Keep Chandra. Chandra. Can't counter that. Kill Blacklands Paragon. Pass the turn. Oh, no ambusher. No ambusher, please. No ambusher. Wow, just runs out Brazen Borrower. Interesting choice. Okay. Hits up. Oh, our opponent's just trying to kill us, I guess. Play a Mountain. Chandra. Kill Brazen Borrower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Ugin. Do you have a counter? Alright, so opponent did have the Frilled Mystic. Staying alive, staying alive. Alright. Land. Attacks us again. Well, Chandra. Unfortunately, we're drawing all of our sorcery speed removal, which is not ideal. Kill Frilled Mystic. Pass the turd. Slither-Wisp. Sack Mine Stone. They might be getting us. Oh, alright. Soul Sear, Slither-Wisp. Oh, that was good. That was key. That was a really big draw. Opponent passing. Oh, so many sorcery speed sweepers take up Chandra. Oh, but they're gonna keep flashing stuff in. Oh, Cutthroat. Opponent gets pigged. Land. Hits us. All the sweepers not gonna get it done. Another Chandra. Chandra. Yeah, I mean, if they can flash something in, there's just nothing we can do. We've drawn all of our sorcery speed stuff. Oh, but nothing to block. And Frilled Mystic. Oh, no. Well, I mean, in some ways that shows the awkwardness of the matchup for our deck, that we just, even with our sideboarding, where we brought in a bunch more instant speed stuff, and we did draw a couple of instant speed removal spells, but all of our wraths are just not super effective against our opponent's style of deck. We were really close to stabilizing, but our opponent managed to just keep playing, hitting us for one creature. We kill it, hit us for one creature, and that eventually was enough for our opponent to win, as we finished the game with 5 cards in hand that just don't do anything against this flash deck, so, alright. Well, I guess you can't expect to win every single match with Brash Taunter. Although it would be nice. Mulligan time. We are playing mono red Brash Taunter in Historic. We'll put Storm's Wrath to the bottom. Sand's okay. We'll see what our opponent's up to. Overgrown Tomb. Stitcher's Supplier. Alright, so some sort of dredgy deck. Well, land and that's just Wily Goblin, I guess. So payoffs. That's what we need. We need some pay. What is this deck? Oh, this has got to be some sort of, like, enchantment reanimator deck. Yeah, we'll take one. Little worried about... This got to be, like, Storm's Herald. Why else would you be discarding Ancestral Mask or milling Ancestral Masks? Opponent, Woodland Cemetery, Mire Triton. Mills a couple cards. Well, land and Mind Stone. Yeah, we're going to need to find some action or some card draw here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what would be amazing against what our opponent's doing? That would be Brash Taunter. Seems like it should be good if we can find it. Dragon Skull Summit. Ancestral Mask. Opponent gets in. Well, and we'll kill Mire Triton. Untap. Alright, well, Treasure Map does let us start scrying. 4 better cards, pass the turn. Still worried about Storm's Herald. Right now it's not deadly, but it is decent. Rootbound Craig. And I mean, I assume that's what's going on. Cathartic Reunion discards prodigious. Okay, that's definitely what's going on. Okay, it's concerning. So it might be to the point. Setescent Training. So it might be to the point where well, there's Taunter. We're gonna keep it. That actually really. Oh, it gives trample though. Yeah, I'm not actually sure if this is enough. Opponent gets and hits us. We untap. We draw Brash Taunter. We play a land. We play Brash Taunter. Well, come on, Starve Extinction before our opponent combo kills here with a Storm's Herald. Build it. Combat. Attacks. Well, we'll block. Take one. Not dead yet. Opponent mills some cards. I mean, yeah, so Storm's Herald is super lethal if they find it and we don't find anything. Well, Treasure Map Scry. Solemn. We're just looking for Starve Extinction, 100%. Treasure Map. Mountain Bottom. We draw another mountain, go main phase, play a land, sack Mind Stone. Alright. Pass the turn. Please don't draw it. Temperate calls the dead. Okay, that's fine. Mill some cards. It's gotta be Storm's Herald, right? It's gotta be. It can't not be Storm's Herald. What else would make you play all these cards in your deck? Land. Bone it. Well, fight ya. Untap. Well, sack a treasure, draw a card. Play a land. Actually, so we just have to always leave up Brash Taunter. I don't know what I'm so afraid of. This is actually super simple. I don't know, I'm definitely an idiot. So while blocking a Storm's Herald doesn't do much, what does do a ton is just always leaving up 3 mana, and if our opponent casts Storm's Herald before the combat damage, we just fight it, take like 1,000,000 damage, and our opponent dies first. So I think I was unnecessarily worried about Storm's Herald. Like, Brash Taunter is our answer to this, as long as we just always leave up 3 mana for the fight ability. Because I was thinking like, oh, we can't block it because it's going to have trample, but that's fine. Opponent passes, well, keep on fighting. We're slowly getting there. Storm's Wrath? Draw a card, hit you for a bit. Yes, please. Now, let's discard Mind Stone. Draw a couple cards. Play the mountain. Pass the turn. Taunter's actually been hilariously effective. I think it's just keeping our opponent from casting... They realized it before we did. That it's keeping them from casting Storm's Herald. Land. Call the Death Dweller. Gets back some dorks. Well, it gives us fight targets at least. Mills a bunch of cards. And I mean, eventually we are going to draw... Oh, there's the Storm's Herald. All right, so it is confirmed. Eventually we are going to draw Starve Extinction, and that just wins the game. Ooh, double taunts. No, sack a treasure, draw card. I mean, we're basically just digging for Storm's Herald. Brash Taunter Part 2. Pass the turn. Taunter is, like, hilariously effective in some matchups. Opponent's gonna go trample, sure. Draw a card. We do have to be careful about tapping out prematurely, because a single Storm's Herald does beat us if we can't fight it before it hits us. Brash Taunter is literally taunting our opponent in this matchup. You know they got a Storm's Herald, and they want to win the game, and Brash Taunter's like, nah, 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 nah. Oh, they're gonna... Okay. Well, let's see how this works. Can our opponent do this in a way that's lethal, but not lethal to them? Maybe. Maybe they can. Wow, is it still gonna beat us? Oh, no. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's good. It is not going to beat us. I think our opponent maybe could have beat us here. Actually, maybe they can still beat us with removal. I mean, we gotta go for it. Oh, okay. I think there's ways our opponent could beat us there. I think, so... Oh, we're gone already. So I think what our opponent had to do, they had 2 creatures that they could give trample to. I think we were at, what, 13? And our opponent was at 15 or something like that? I think, and I would have had to look at all the auras in their graveyard, if they put them in the right order. So they had like 2 13 power creatures, maybe. Maybe they could have attacked with both of them and we could only fight 1 and they would go to like 3 or something and then they would kill us with the trample damage. But maybe it was not possible. I would have to look at exactly the auras in their graveyard. So, against our opponent's deck, what goes way up in value is instant speed removal. I think we're going to go down the Storm Wrath. So what we mostly need is the ability to kill our opponent's stuff at instant speed. That is by far the most important thing in this matchup. So Shock, Flame Sweeps, Soul Seers. We'll go down the Sorcery Speed Wraths. Run it like that. So yeah, instant speed removal we can use to potentially fizzle the combo, and as we saw there, Brash Taunter is hilariously effective if we can live long enough. We don't really have graveyard hate, and there is some risk that our opponent can just get a absurd draw where they like turn 3 Storm Herald for lethal or close to it. Like if they just Stitcher Supplier 2 Prodigious Growths and Ancestral Mask or something. Pretty unlikely, but not impossible. Alright, opponent's on the play. What's our hand look like? Yeah, okay. We got the combo. We don't have any of our instant speed removal, although we can ramp into Taunter, and I mean, we got Taunter Star of Extinction, which that is the sweetest thing our deck can do. Yeah, we'll keep. Hopefully we draw some instant speed removal, not to get janked out, or at least can defend ourselves with Brash Taunter, as we did last game. Tap land for our opponent. Ooh, instant speed removal, that's good. About it. Probably gonna have a bunch of discard now, I assume. That's probably what I would sideboard in to fight our deck, if I was in black. Swamp for our opponent. And Mire Triton. Starts the Millening. Yeah, there's a Prodigious Growth. Well, land and Wily Goblin. Tap land for our opponent. Stitcher Supplier. Alright, getting enchantments in the graveyard. We will actually just kill Mire Triton. Play a Mountain. Pass the turn. Question's gonna be, when do we run out Brash Taunter? Cetizen Training. So this is, let's see, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do we want to kill that? Yeah, I think we do. Oh, this is a little risky. Okay, mill to all land. So our opponent does not have a lethal set of enchantments in the graveyard, even if they do have Storm's Herald. And now we can hide behind Brash Taunter until we get to 7 mana. And I guess our opponent is up to 22 because of Mire Triton. So it's actually not quite lethal, but opponent, Rootbound Crag. Looks like they got the Storm Herald. I mean, they fired off and hit us for a bunch. But then the party ends. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And they would get to draw a card. So we'd go to 5, I think, if they Storm's Herald. Or, I guess 6, because we can Brash Taunter block. They do have Trample, so... But then that kind of... Okay, they're just going to reanimate their creatures. That's fine. Mill some cards. Try to set up for next turn. Alright, another Aura. And an enchantment. Well, land and pass the turn. Well, there's Storm's Herald. Alright. Is this lethal? Maybe it is. See if our opponent learned to split up their auras this time. They have so many things that give trample. I think they can give all their... Yeah, they milled the right things to give all their creatures trample. So I think there's a decent chance this actually kills us. 2 10-power creatures with trample. Draws 2 cards. Yeah, I think they just got us here. So we can fight, but it's not lethal. Yeah, alright. Yeah. Well, our opponent learned from last time. Yeah, not having... Unfortunately, our graveyard hate is Grafdigger's Cage, but Grafdigger's Cage is not especially effective against our opponent's deck. Soulseer is actually a little hit or miss, too. I wonder if Ratchet Bomb could be better. Alright. We were actually really close to the combo kill. Let's try it like that. Yeah, that's awkward. That Grafdigger's Cage is graveyard hate that doesn't actually work against our opponent's deck in specific. Well, alright. We got all of our instant speed removal. We got a bit of ramp. We got no payoff, though. Flame Sweep feels especially effective against our opponent's deck because that gets rid of all the creatures we've seen at instant speed. Which means... Storm Herald, if our opponent has multiple creatures in Storm Heralds, they can put the auras on whatever creature we don't kill with the trigger. But Flame Sweep just gets rid of them all, which is where we want to be. Opponent's been aggressively mulliganing for Storm Herald by the looks, which I guess is probably how you have to play it when you only have 4 Storm Heralds. So far, it's been working out for him. Alright, Mountain go. Tap land. Opponent passes. Well, Mountain and Mindstone. So, card draw and finishers are what we mostly need. Binding of the Titans. Gonna do some milling. Well, there goes a bunch of lands that we didn't really want. There's Star of Extinction. Well, play Wily Goblin. Ratchet Bomb. Pass the turn. Opponent exiles a couple random cards. Well, come on, card draw. We could use like a treasure map. Tap land for our opponent. Stitcher Supplier to mill some cards. Well, they mill the Storm's Herald. Alright, opponent's dreams are being lived. Mire Triton. Well, take up Ratchet Bomb. Pass the turn. Well, we're definitely going to play Brash Taunter here. Our opponent does not have a combination of auras in the graveyard that is lethal. So even if they just want to get back Storm Herald and cast it, it's what? Doing nothing, essentially. Yeah, there's Storm's Herald. And now we can start leaving up our removal and shooting down our opponent's stuff. End of turn with Brash Taunter, hopefully. Opponent combat. Attacks with both. Well, block and block. Opponent takes their beats. Well, mill some Ancestral Mass. Tap land for our opponent. Call the Death Dweller, gets back the Dorks, mills some cards. Sure. Mills. And mills. Alright, well, take up Ratchet Bomb. Ugh, drawn Ugin, which is a long ways off. I'll pass the turn. We're pretty fine with our opponent Storm Heralding here because of this Flame Sweep. And if they don't, then we just start taunting. Taunting the Tritons and the Stitcher Suppliers. Opponent's thinking about it. I mean, if they have another Call the Death Dweller, that would be awkward. Opponent attacks. No, we'll block Stitcher Supplier. Fight Mire Triton. Opponent mills some lands. Binding of the Titans. Mills some cards. Mire Triton. Mills some cards. Alright. Untap. We draw a mountain. We'll play the mountain. I think we just pass. We might have to blow this Ratchet Bomb, even though it means losing our Mind Stone, to keep our opponent from getting back another Storm Herald. Opponent exiles, gain some life. We'll see. The other option is our opponent goes for it this turn, and then we probably still have to do it, but we get a pretty good blowout with this Flame Sweep if they do. Stitcher Supplier, mills some cards. Looks like they're going to go for it, I would imagine. Well, we just got to hope they don't hit another Call the Death Dweller. That would be the worst. Alright, just runs out Temrat Calls the Dead, sure. So opponent's out of cards, which is nice. Makes a zombie. Maybe we can let it go. I mean, we're getting close to just winning. So we will fight Mire Triton. How worried are we about our opponent getting a creature back from the graveyard is the question. I don't really... Alright, let's tick up Ratchet Bomb to 3. Untap. Another Taunter. Alright, pass the turn. So opponent gets back a creature. Yeah, Storm Herald makes sense. Well, milled another Call the Death Dwellers, so that's almost done, thankfully. Opponent's trying to go wide enough to avoid what happened in game 1. Thankfully, this Flame Sweep is a really good answer to that plan. Yeah, opponent makes a zombie. We really want him to just go for it. Just run out a Storm Herald. All right, there's the Storm Herald. So, trigger on the stack. We Flame Sweep. Kill it all. Hit you for 2. Opponent mills. All right, last Call the Death Dweller. That's good. No creatures to put auras on. You can exile them if you'd like. Opponent passes. Well, play Mind Stone. And with only one creature, Brash Taunter is insane. Because our opponent can't load up their Storm Herald, or what happens in game 1 happens. Opponent runs it out. Well, let's shock it. I don't know what could go wrong there if we let it live. And we're one land away. There's a lad. Starve Extinction. Combo? Our combo beats your combo? 20 damage! Brash Taunter refuses to go extinct. It taunts the Starve Extinction and opponent. Done. Whew. Alright. That was an interesting matchup. Opponent's deck looks sweet if you can dodge Graveyard Hate, or if people like us are playing Grafdigger's Cage, I can actually get some value out of it. Yeah, alright. Tony Taunterson. Sweet. Alright. Much brew about nothing time. Good lord, Mythic 14. Alright, we are playing some mono red Taunter against someone that's pretty highly ranked at the moment. Arboreal Grazer for our opponent. Well, land go. Sunbell Grove. Abrew, Titan of Nature's Wrath. And land. Well, play the land and, yeah, let's just Wily Goblin. Get our ramp on to Fairy. Sure.
Stand by and walk.
Alright. Fizzle that. Play him out in treasure map. Go. Opponent takes up to fairy.
Here we go.
More arrows. So this just looks like Map Mythics, basically. Well, scry with treasure map. Storm's Wrath to the bottom. Draw Mind Stone. Well, play him out and play Mind Stone. I think goal one is to flip this treasure map before Teferi can bounce it. Grow Spiral. Draws a card. Puts a land into play. I mean, our opponent's down to one card. We'll see what that card could be. Takes up Teferi.
No, I am not making this.
Well, alright. Treasure map, scry. Taunter's gonna have to go bottom for now. Untap. Flip treasure map. Second treasure map. Yeah, let's go bottom. Make some treasures. Draw a mountain. I'll play a mountain, play... let's play Solemn. If our opponent wants to counter that, that's fine. And we're actually getting pretty close to Ugin if we want to. No attacks. Opponent takes up to fairy.
Don't worry, I got this.
Untap land. Next, oh, it's one of these. Okay. Next is a fate. Chemister's Insight. Draws cards. Gonna bounce Solemn, draw a card. Land. Opponent passing. You know, play a mountain. Play Solemn. Get a land. Play Solemn. Get a land. Pass the turn. Chemister's Insight. Opponent draws some cards. Probably gonna, yeah, takes up to fairy.
Might be a bad idea.
Grow Spiral. Draws a card. Blastoon. Well, we will sack a treasure. Yeah, there's Taunter. Go to combat. To fairy, opponent. Opponent settles. Alright. Well, that's more lands, which is not bad. So we grab 3 lands. Ugin. Kill Teferi.
Really should have seen that coming.
Treasure map. So I think what we want to do is get to the point where we can Brash, Taunter, and Starve Extinction in the same turn if we can find it, which is actually very soon. We have enough mana we can do it now. All right, so here comes Uro from the graveyard. Opponent gonna draw a card. Gets an Uro. Puts a land into play untapped. And all right, passes. Well, we will sack a treasure, draw a card. More Solemns. Yeah, let's just untap and draw. Storm's Wrath. Well, we will -3 Ugin. Solemn. Get a land out of our deck. Brash Taunter. Pass the turn. Opponent's looking at Taunter. Untaps. Definitely worried about Nexuses, but opponent. Passing. Well, scry with treasure map. Solemn to the bottom. Sack a treasure, draw a card. Sack Mind Stone, draw a card. Untap. Scry with treasure map to the bottom. Mind Stone. Well, play the mountain. Go to combat. Attack our opponent. Hit our opponent. Play Wily Goblin. Sack a treasure, draw a card. Play Mind Stone. Wily Goblin. Ugin you. Pass the turn. Well, here it goes. Opponent. Okay, makes a big shark. Interesting. Oh, well, if they got Nexuses, then I guess they probably just win. Opponent goes to combat. Attacks Ugin. Ugin down. Cycles. I mean, if they don't have Nexuses, Taunter fighting Shark is good. Tameo. Well, this is it. Opponent's going to tick up for Nexus. Do they hit it? That's a game. All wrapped up into one activation. Opponent whiffs. Well, now there's a decent chance Brash Taunter is going to get the job done. Opponent Uros. Draws a card. Gains some life. To Fairy. Ooh, will this be enough so he can bounce Taunter? Oh, opponent does not understand what's happening here at all. Not even a little. Okay, that's game then. So we get to Taunter, fight the Shark, hit you for 9, Untap. Storm's Wrath.
Stop interrupting me.
Now.
Hit ya. Taunter. Fight the shark. Woo! Okay. Well, that actually works somehow against the Nexus deck. Okay, that was miraculous, beautiful. I don't know what to say, but we just taunted Mythic 14 with on a Nexus deck, which probably by the time this video goes live has been banned. But do we want to change anything? I guess we can like Sorcerous Spyglass and Sorcerous Spyglass in, Stormwrath out, Soul Seers in, and maybe we want Chandra's. Maybe go down like a treasure map for a Chandra and a Solemn for a Chandra. Yeah, let's try it like that. Chandra does seem sweet. It is a way to potentially beat the infinite turn loop if you can keep the opponent from like having an Uro or whatever. Oh, all right. Not a fast hand, but we'll try it. We got Solemns to ramp eventually. Land go. Land for our opponent. Gross Spiral draws a card. And a land. Well, land and Wily Goblin. Land to Fairy Time Raveler.
Right on.
Pigs up.
I've got it.
Well, land and Solemn. Grab a mountain. Hit to Fairy.
Want phase you out of time?
Plains for our opponent. Elspeth Conquers Death. Alright, that's fine. Normally Elspeth Conquers Death's insane, but it's not actually that good here. Gonna bounce Elspeth Conquers Death. That makes it a little better. Well, Solemn. Get a land. Yeah, let's kill to Fairy. They are gonna get it back, but I think that's fine. Opponent, what you got? Tap land. Oh, Wilderness Wreck. That's still in the format. Floats mana, untaps. Extra turn. Like I said, I assume this will be banned by the time this video goes live. And good choice, Wizards. Should have been banned a long time ago. In all honesty, it should have never existed. Well, go to combat, attack our opponent. Hit our opponent to 17. Play Brash Taunter. Opponent taps. Land. Elspeth Conquers Death. Hits the Taunter. Untaps. Well, we will go to combat, attack our opponent. Down to 14. Wily Goblin. Mind Stone. Pass the turn. We want to get this Chandra down, but we don't have the ability quite yet. Alright, so opponent's going to crack. We will draw a card with Mind Stone. Untaps. Takes it up. Yeah, opponent's not making it easy for us to cast stuff. Tap land. Another Nexus. Untaps. Gets back to Fairy.
I'm known for my excellent timing.
To Fairy. Bounces Solemn, draws a card. Plays a land. Untaps. Well, Blast Zone. Chandra. Can't counter that. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness. Alright. Well, they have the Ether Gust. Untaps, draws. Takes up to Fairy.
Oh, I've done both.
Land. Passes. Well, Chandra. Resolves. Do we Emblem or do we kill to Fairy? I think we Emblem. Emblem our opponent. Ping you. 13. Land. Cracks it. Thinning the deck. Cashes into Fairy to draw a card.
Be a bad idea.
What do they find? Cycle Sandbar to draw a card. Tameo. Uh-oh. Well, Tameo's not great for us. Takes up. Gonna name Nexus. Whiffs on Nexus, thankfully. Passes. Untaps. 4 or 5. Well, play a land. Ugin. Oh, that's huge. That's huge. -4 Ugin. Get Wilderness Wreck and Tameo. Whoo! Whoo! Press Taunter! Take up Chandra! 2 emblems! Opponent's got nothing! Opponent's got nothing! Down to 11! Is this happening? Is this really happening? A Mythic 14 on a probably banned by now deck scoops it up to Brash Taunter! Taking down Nexus! Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Okay, that was... I wonder how salty our opponent is. Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. That was so sweet. Well, heading into this, I promised myself that I was going to avoid Nexus matchups because I thought there was a decent chance they would be banned by the time this went live. But Probably gonna include that one because that was actually super sweet, and it was against Mythic 14, which is kind of interesting that we played someone much higher ranked than us. We're like, we're in the middle of the level below Mythic, and our opponents at the very top of Mythic. Well, they were before they like got Brash taunted, but. Sweet. So why don't we learn this week about mono red Taunter Extinction in Historic, and the deck was actually oddly successful. So overall, we went 4-1 with video matches, although there was an additional matchup we played against Gruul that I didn't include because we'd already played and beat Gruul, but we ended up losing that. But overall, that gives us a 4-2 record with Brash Taunter combo, essentially, in the Historic format. And I gotta say, I know we got Ugin in the deck, and Ugin's really powerful, and we did win some games with Ugin, but really, if you look at how we won just as much with Brash Taunter, or maybe even more with Brash Taunter, than we did with Ugin in the deck. So the combo actually worked. We got several, like, literal combo kills. We also got just some, like, funny Brash Taunter kills. Like, probably the best example was against the Jun Storm Herald deck, where our opponent is like, Storm Herald, make my thing a 20 power creature. We're like, fight it with Brash Taunter, kill you. So even the Brash Taunter value played fairly was pretty effective. Of course, it is very matchup dependent. You saw some matchups we were playing against, like Teferi's and Elspeth Conqueror's Death, cards like that. Those cards are the natural enemy of Brash Taunter because they just cleanly exile it, bounce it, even though it's indestructible. On the other hand, in some matchups, if our opponent's playing like black removal, red removal, stuff like that, Brash Taunter just sticks around all day, really wrecks our opponent's game plan, which is kind of hilarious how effective it actually was. I think it looks like Stuffy Dow, but the fight ability is a really massive upgrade that Stuffy Dow does not have. So I feel like the deck's actually, like, sort of competitive. The mono red Ramshell is pretty strong. We get the nice 2 into 4 into big thing ramp curve, which is really powerful. Ugin's a good backup finisher. I don't know, I really enjoyed the deck, and it's cool to see that you can actually win in Historic at a fairly high level. We're like 1 rank below Mythic, and we beat Mythic 14 along the way playing Bat Nexus. Oh, speaking of Nexus, so when I was recording this, it was right around when the BNR was going to be coming out, and I assumed that they're probably going to ban Nexus. I had told myself, all right, if I run it in Nexus, I'm just not even going to play the match. I'll just scoop it. We won't include it because I don't really want to post dated content where a card gets banned and we're still showing the video. However, in this case, we played against Mystic 14. It wasn't immediately clear it was a Nexus deck. It looked like a Bant mid-range deck until we saw Nexus. And I figured, hey, let's just go for it and see what happens. And we ended up winning and beating Mythic 14 and doing it with Brash Taunter. So I feel like it was worth including, even though by the time you're watching this, it's very possible that Nexus is no longer part of the format. But anyway, that's been Mono Red Taunter Extinction. The deck is sweet if you want to do something janky and fun. I mean, if you want to play Splinter Twin in Historic, give it a shot. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy it, and I will talk to you soon.
Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.